last week. Pretty decent week for you personally. I mean, do you feel like your confidence is back?
Not 100% yet, but it's getting there. You can tell. Earlier on in the season, I tried a couple 50-yard field goals, and they didn't work out in my favor. There was a little more power last week than what I've had, so hopefully we're going to keep building on that.
Where does that power come from? Just getting the legs healthy, fully back?
I've been sick and then dealt with injury, so just trying to get healthy.
When you've got an illness like that, is it just sort of a kind of general weakness that just kind of overtakes your entire body, kind of including your life? Just where you just don't feel like you have the same strength you normally do?
Yeah, I mean, the first couple of days I was diagnosed with it, I was super sick. After that, since then it's just extremely tired, weak feeling. So it's just something you got to deal with. I'm not going out there playing with flu symptoms. I don't have a fever anymore, but you're tired and you're weak, so you just got to push through.
When were you first diagnosed with it? I got a chance to talk to you.
I woke up Saturday of the Oklahoma game, and just for some reason I couldn't open my eyes. I didn't feel bad at that point, but Defo kept getting mad at me. We've got an early game. Wake up, and it's like, well, I'm awake. I don't know why I don't look awake. So we got back in Morgantown later that evening, and I started to feel real bad. And then woke up Sunday and just fell off.
Had they given you much of a timetable, on when things might start to cycle out, when you might get back to 100%?
About now.
Right about now?
Usually lasts about 3 to 4 weeks.
Not contagious, are you?
Maybe. Don't kiss me.
Thinking back to some happier times, go walk me through that game winner last year at Texas Tech. I think you had one against Maryland, so this was your second one, right?
I mean, they're always fun.
Yeah.
Being back in Texas, I like going back to Texas because I get to see my family. It was a 55-yard game winner. It doesn't get much better than that.
And if I remember correctly, they were running. It was the end of the game, but they were running the ball to get there. It wasn't like you guys were in scramble mode. You guys obviously everything under control when that happened. Go walk me through that.
I remember there was probably 12 seconds left, and then they tried to throw a pass towards the sideline to get a couple extra yards. We didn't complete that pass, so Morrison sent me out there.
Yeah. And the wind conditions are always tricky out there. I mean, do you recall anything there?
Yeah, I mean, it was blowing into my face for some of the game, and then it was blowing hard left for some of the game, and at that moment, I guess it kind of straightened out and didn't have any problems.